Alright, what we got here is a Polaris Razor S 800S. This is disassembly of the cover, pulling the primary, pulling the secondary for various uses in other videos for whatever you might need to pull them for. I took the liberty of taking the seats out, the back panel out real easy, and then the seat frame. It's just one 5/8 bolt here and one on this side, and take it out. Alright, and then actually we'll do a couple of these and we're going to skip, but I'm going to take this hose loose from the cover. Alright, take that loose. I'll take a 3/8 wobble socket or a wobble extension. Take all my bolts out all the way around. Alright, we're down to our last screw. I just kind of skipped ahead. That wobble in that socket goes a long way. Alright, I'd like to give you a little tip on this, how I got it off. Just more than anything, just wrestling with it. I can't give you a pointer. I don't even know how I got it off. Cut the camera off. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the primary and then our secondary. Just for those who are watching this, this is what's called the rapid reaction secondary. Some razors will have the HD design. I don't have one handy. Well, I got a piece of one. Alright, you can kind of tell the difference if you put them side by side. We got external rollers on this one and not on this one. This is the style that I don't have it in there, but you can see right here that you can swap the helix out. Like I said, this is a piece of one. But some models are going to have this and some will have the rapid reaction. So if yours, depending on which one you got, but removing it, same process. Alright, this may not be the proper method, it's just the one I use. You're really supposed to, according to Polaris, use a clutch holder and a wrench on this. I use an impact with a wobble. Alright, make sure you don't drop your washers and spacer that's on your bolt. Alright, and you're going to take a clutch puller, an 800 clutch puller, which we carry. You're going to put on here. What this does, it screws into the puller, bottom out against the crankshaft, and pulls it off. Alright, we're going to have to redneck it a little bit. Now keep in mind, there is a proper way to do this, but all of us don't have proper Polaris tools. And as long as you can do it close without tearing anything up, you know, it'll work. I would like to get an impact on this and just hold it, but it's just such a hard angle that I just can't. So I'm going to take a wooden handled hammer to keep this from turning, and I'm going to put a wrench on my puller, and I'm going to tighten it up. There you go. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. And just take your puller back out. No harm, no foul. Guess we did good. Alright, my puller's still in there. I'm just going to slide it off the shaft. Set it over here to the side. And I'm actually going to zip it out with my impact. Your belt, slide right off. Pay attention to how the words or the arrows or whatever on your particular belt may be. Regardless of the direction that it is, you just put it back the same. This way, Polaris is where I can read it normal. So I'm going to take it off and set it somewhere the way that it goes. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is take my secondary off. Use a 1/2 inch socket. Not a lot of torque on it. Pull the bolt out, set it aside, slide it up. Alright, we got our secondary sheave off. future reference, anybody talks about alignment, there's a couple of shims on here, a thicker one. Actually, they without taking a caliper, it still looks like one's thick, one's thin. But what that does is it spaces the sheave secondary clutch out to align for the primary. And on another video, when we put everything back together, and that'll be part of probably the second half of this, the reassembly, we'll check for alignment. I'll show you how to do that.